It's the nighttime. I was getting ready for bed and I literally said, let me just make this video so I can talk to my subscribers. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. If you are new here, go down and subscribe. If you've already been watching me, welcome back. And I know it's been a couple weeks, but bro, life hits me hard sometimes. I don't know why my lighting feels like it's like, I don't know, like it feels like it's a lot, but it's the same exact lighting I put for every video, so I'm just gonna roll with it. For today's video, I'm gonna be doing like sort of like a story time, but more just like a therapy time. I'm just gonna talk about how I've been healing. So for those of you who have been keeping up with me, this won't be any new news, but a year ago my brother passed away, and about a year ago I also posted a video about how shattered I was like crying in the video. I honestly still can't even believe I posted that, but it's okay. I was being genuine. And yeah, so it's been over a year that happened, but you know, I'm still healing. I'm gonna continue to heal, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So I wrote down some key points that I wanted to address, like the major key points of my healing process. So the first key point that I wanted to talk about is anxiety. Before my brother passed, I already had anxiety. Like I feel like I had like low levels of anxiety. It was to the point that sometimes like I would get many like anxiety attacks and I wouldn't even know like what was going on. But now I know, because they're way worse. And I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little story time, little example of what I'm talking about. There was a day that I was out with my friends, and you know, sometimes like memories or thoughts of my brother just like run through my head. And that day we all came home to my house. They basically just dropped me off. When it was time for them to leave in the night, I start to feel like my heart racing, and like I keep like shaking. Like my leg keeps twitching, and you know, I'm thinking like, okay, like I'm just a little antsy, but I'm gonna lay down on my bed, like I'm gonna relax, whatever. Yeah, that didn't happen. I had a full-blown anxiety attack. I had to call one of my friends that two of my friends that live a couple blocks away from me, and I was literally like, I couldn't even talk from how bad this anxiety attack was. It's been my worst, which is crazy because it happened like, you know, like a year later. When I call these girls to come, I'm literally like out of breath. I'm really like I don't even, there's not even words to describe what I was feeling. I was really like talking like with my throat was closing. Like I don't even know what words to say. My throat was closing. I was on the couch and I kept like jerking. Like it was like a lot. Like my eyes were like fixed. Like I couldn't like really like move too much. And I was telling these girls like, you guys have to hurry. Like I can't be here alone. And I was telling them to hurry because I was alone in my house at that time. My parents weren't here. So I was alone in the house. Who was gonna open the door for them? My dog is not gonna open the door for them. So I knew that I had to get some sort of strength to get out of the couch and go open the door. So that's what I did. When they got here, I had to go open the door for them, and I promise you guys, I was crawling to the door. I was literally like really pushing myself. It felt like somebody was really like dragging me by my hair to go open the door, because it was really like an out-of-body experience. I can't even describe. I opened that door for them, and that little bit of energy that I had to like really like release to open the door for them, it took me out. It took me out. I dragged myself back to the couch, and I had a full-blown like anxiety attack. It was so bad that my friends had to call the ambulance on me, and I basically spent like the night in the hospital. That was my one big really bad anxiety attack like episode, but I've had other like mini ones. I was just like embarrassed to seek any type of help. Like I thought I was just gonna get it under control by myself, but I was wrong. So my anxiety got me in the hospital. Basically told me that I had to get therapy. Like it was like mandatory. They were basically like calling me back to see how I was doing, to see if they kept checking up on me because they wanted to make sure that I proceeded with getting some sort of help and not trying to do this on my own anymore, because that's how I've been doing it for the past year. Second point of my healing process that I wanted to talk about is pressure. So when I say pressure, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have Dominican parents, and they're always like, you know, over my shoulder talking about, oh, like, you know, the usual, go to school, when you're gonna graduate, when you're gonna get a job, you need to get a good job, you need to get this amount of money, you need to get these grades. After my brother passed, that was the summer right before senior year, so I had a lot of pressure on top of me, you know, finishing school, like, oh no, you can't take a gap year, you can't take any semesters off, you gotta just like go through, follow through, which is what I wanted to do. Like, I did say I didn't want to take a gap semester or whatever, but ultimately it honestly hurt me. Like, emotionally, it was a lot to deal with, because, you know, like, you taking 5 classes and then you dealing with all of this, like, family stuff, emotional stuff. I'm going through like a grief process. It was so much pressure on top of me. It was ridiculous. Honestly, I feel like because of all that pressure, I got anxiety. Pressure was more like during my senior year. Now that I graduated, you know, that pressure's off, but now there's the pressure of like getting a good job and all of that. But it's definitely less than the pressure I was feeling during school. The third main point is triggers. Okay, so I didn't really understand at first, like, you know, what it felt like to be triggered or anything like that. Like, I've always heard that, but I've never really experienced it. But after my brother passed, there was a lot of things that would trigger me. And at first, I was just like rolling with the punches, but then it was getting like really severe. Like, it would trigger me really bad, that it was like I knew like I had to just try to avoid that like at all costs. So I'm gonna give you guys an example. I used to watch a lot of shows, like, I don't know if you guys know the shows like Power and things like that. You know, those are like a little violent shows, have some guns, drugs, all of that. And because of the way that my brother passed, I can't seem to really watch shows like that anymore. I was very into, you know, like just action violent shows like Power. And like, I'm gonna use Power because that was a show that was like going on while my brother like passed, and it was a show that me and my boyfriend was watching at the time. After my brother passed, he tried to put on an episode and I was like, nope, can't do it, like, take it off, please. It was way too much for me. Like, it was way too much for me. I felt like I was like start hyperventilating. I would start like picturing certain things with my brother that was just like, you know, it was not good, it was not cute. Sometimes I feel triggered in certain like situations. I get like at funerals, you know, I get a little triggered still because of like all the screaming and, you know, and the crying, which is normal, like, it's a funeral. But it just gives me like flashes of like when it was my brother's funeral, and that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. It's not like I can really like just swerve everything, like avoid everything. Like, sometimes like I get triggered and I just have to handle it. Like, I have to deal with it. Depending on like how triggering something can be, it can really just give me a whole anxiety attack. I mentioned this before, but to like re-emphasize, I had to get therapy, so I'm in therapy now. I talk to my therapist once a week. She's really cute, she's really helpful. When I say cute, I mean like she's really nice. It helps, you know, to talk to somebody and for them to give you like certain techniques at certain situations. When I feel like I'm gonna have an anxiety attack, or when I feel like, you know, like I'm falling into that like place where I feel like I'm stuck, like I can't move, I start like looking around the room. Like, if I can just move my eyes and like say the colors of the room, I don't know why, but that's very helpful. I feel like it just like calms you down, and because you're thinking of something so simple, like your mind starts to just think about like colors. Like, that's what happens in my head. Therapy has been really helpful, and I honestly feel like my whole family should be getting therapy, but, you know, certain generations don't believe in therapy, I swear. And the last thing I want to talk about is family and friends, because my family, my friends have been very helpful when either like I'm going through an episode or when like I just need company. I love to be around my friends because they make me laugh. I make them laugh. It's just really goofy. It gets my mind off of things and it's very comforting. So being with my friends lifts up my spirits like to 1,000. And I'm a very like adventurous girl, so I love when like we go out and we like experience new things. We eat at a new place, or like we just go to Six Flags or something like that. I love doing things like that. So I feel like that helps with my healing process because it just makes me like happy. It makes me appreciate. I like to spend time with my sister-in-law, my sister, their kids, because it just reminds me, like my sister-in-law's kids, my nephews, they remind me of my brother. Like, they look identical to him, and you know, they have like certain personality traits that my brother used to have, so it's really cute. But anyways, my healing process has been very up and down. You know, I have really low lows, really high highs. Oh, I almost forgot to mention my number one thing right now. The activity that's really helping me heal, that I'm doing, that I've implemented into my life, is going to the gym. I just love it. Like, I really go to sleep thinking about, wow, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. Like, I am excited. I'm mad on my off days because I just want to go back to the gym. I love it there. I feel like, I don't know, like, I don't know why I love it so much, but I just love it. I've also been like very insecure this past year, so now that I'm going to the gym, I'm feeling way more confident in myself. And I've only been going for like, what, like 3-4 months. Like, I'm really excited to see my results. I'm seeing results like every day. So yeah, the gym is my baby. I love going to the gym. Even though I try to keep it like a little positive in this video, I'm not gonna lie and say like my healing process has been overall easy. It's been very challenging. I have really low lows and really high highs, so sometimes I get into like a little funk. That's what I like to call it. And it's hard for me to just like sit here and record a video, or you know, go out and do a vlog or something like that, because I'm like so into my head that everything feels challenging. Like, sometimes getting out of bed is challenging, so imagine like recording a whole video. I'm not gonna do it. I really love to record videos though. It's just like when I get into that funk, it's like so hard to like set everything up and then get in front of a camera and look presentable, even though I don't look too presentable right now. But it's okay, because I told you I was getting ready for bed. But I definitely have new content for you guys. I'm gonna post a couple vlogs that I have, some story times, and we'll just keep going on from there. I'm not gonna stop recording. I really love recording. I love doing YouTube. I love all of my subscribers. You guys are really the shit. Let me tell you, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Like, can you believe that? Anyways guys, that's my little story time about how I'm healing. If you're new to my channel and you sat down and heard all of this, I think you should subscribe. You know, I think that's just the right thing to do. But thank you guys for watching. Leave any comments down below. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video.